class. Today we're diving into the economic and strategic significance of one of the most critical waterways on Earth, the Strait of Malacca. Now let's start with its role in global trade. This is not just a regional route, it is a global trade hub. Roughly 25% to 40% of all world trade passes through this single strait every year. Think about that for a second. Up to nearly half of global trade depends on this narrow passage. That includes manufactured goods, raw materials, electronics, and most importantly, energy resources. Now let's talk about traffic. Over 94,000 vessels pass through the Strait of Malacca annually. That makes it the second busiest shipping lane in the world, right after the English Channel. So, what does that mean? It means this waterway is constantly active, day and night, with ships carrying the backbone of global economies. But here's where things get even more serious: energy security. The Strait of Malacca is considered a major energy choke point. It is the primary route for oil being transported to East Asia. In fact, about 80% of China's crude oil imports pass through this single corridor. Now imagine if something disrupts this route: a blockage, a conflict, or even piracy. That's where the term Malacca dilemma comes in. It refers to China's strategic concern that its energy supply could be cut off if this strait is controlled or blocked. And it's not just China. Many countries in East Asia depend heavily on this route. So this isn't just geography, it's geopolitical power. Now let's move to key ports. Along this strait, we find some of the most important international ports in the world. Singapore is one of the busiest ports globally, acting as a major transshipment hub. Then we have Port Klang in Malaysia, a vital center for trade and logistics, and Belawan in Indonesia, supporting regional and international shipping. These ports act like checkpoints and support systems for the massive flow of goods. They provide refueling, cargo transfer, and logistical coordination. Now think of the entire system like a highway. The Strait of Malacca is the main road, the ships are the vehicles, and these ports are the service stations keeping everything running. If this highway gets blocked, global supply chains slow down, energy prices rise, trade gets disrupted, and economies feel the impact almost immediately. So when we study the Strait of Malacca, we're not just learning about a narrow body of water, we're studying one of the most important arteries of the global economy, a single stretch of water